Hey y'all,
What's happening?
welcome to Living with.
Life with Arie.
Okay. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all.
Welcome to Life with Arie. Your favorites are here. We're back. Happy New Year. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
We had to take a nice break.
Yeah.
We deserved it.
We deserved it.
Mm-hmm.
We were in hibernation. I still am, to be honest. If I could do nothing until March, I probably would. So, but either way, we wanted to just check back in, tap back in, making sure that I know y'all missed us a little.
It's a team.
And today we're talking about, as you may know, we did a fast.
40 days. That was November to December.
Mm-hmm. Like right before Christmas.
Yep. And we had no sweets, no alcohol, no
weed.
Okay. No going out to eat.
Yep, no going out to eat. Unless somebody else paid for it. So we wasn't paying for it, but
as in like somebody was bringing food home type stuff.
That or somebody else paid for it. I don't think I went.
I ain't go nowhere.
I went on a date, but that's neither here nor there. Who paid for it?
That's neither here nor there.
So that and no social media ish
and working out
for me.
Yeah, and and I had to because business, but no working out for like 3 to 4 times a week. That was our requirement, and for me it was like finishing reading the Bible in a year, and I did that. So kudos to me.
Kudos to you. Pat yourself on the back.
Yes, yeah.
Pat yourself on the back, girl.
So now we're just gonna tell y'all like what that 40 days taught us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Okay, so originally we talked about this before, but why did you go on your 40-day fast?
Right. I went on the fast to like remove the distractions because I had my thing with liquor. I love liquor. Liquor loves me. But it was times where I was using it for everything.
To make you comfortable?
Yeah, when I was nervous about something, take a shot. When I was pre-gaming, obviously, prepare my mind, whoever I'm about to see, take a shot. Instead of like how normal people pray about every single thing, I drank for every single thing. So taking away distractions and locking in. So reading the Bible and working out for me was like, okay, you want to lose weight, but it's time to try.
Yeah. And we just got back from Puerto Rico too, and we had drank like every day.
Yeah, and I saw a video of me in the pool.
Saw a video?
In the beach. On the water. In the water. I was like, oh, I'm not reposting.
Yeah. She wanted to get her body together.
Yeah. I'm not reposting. But yeah, so what about you? What made you want to get into it?
I would say get some clarity, get some grounding. We talk about this all the time, but for me, my whole thing is career, and I was pursuing career. So I just wanted to kind of ground myself, like you said, get rid of distractions, no excuses. Because I also am on a limited budget and a limited income.
That too, yeah.
I had to say like, okay, well, need to check where I'm spending my money at, and we love to go out to eat, okay?
We get love. Like there is something in us, an innate nature.
Mm-hmm. And it's not like, oh, we're going to McDonald's real quick. No, ma'am. Let's go to Cooper's Hawk for lunch.
Yeah.
Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Let's $70, $100 on a meal. And I'm not saying this to brag, or I'm not saying that. I'm just saying we like to eat good food, and we're gonna spend some money on some food because that is our birthright.
That is our birthright.
Hey, what's your shirt say?
Hey, you deserve
it all. You deserve it all. A good meal.
A good meal.
Okay. So yeah, I would say just get grounded. Yeah. And just kind of gave God the floor to say, hey, I am ridding myself of all of these things so that you can come in and talk.
Yeah.
And if you have been talking, I'm giving myself a platform or a space to allow you to say what you need to say, and we hear you.
Exactly.
So.
Yeah. And even though God doesn't speak to us like clearly in specific ways all the time, like it's not the same all the time, we wanted to, if anything is in your way, it's out.
Like, it must be me. Yeah, I ain't heard nothing. It gotta be me.
It's out the way now, so waiting. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that and like you said, financial responsibility is what I had to learn as well, because that was a part of the reason why I went into my depressive episode, was because it was like things weren't moving. And a part of it is because I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do as far as being disciplined with my money. So
yeah,
that's something I could be honest about.
Okay, so that was one of the things that I learned, because we're gonna talk about what we learned was discipline, like the discipline of my time, the discipline of my money. And though we know these things, sometimes when life is moving, you kind of lose track of discipline, or it's easy to just start spending money, or easy to just spend your time. However, so for me, I was able to, like we said, because we weren't for real going out and doing anything. I think there was a couple of times that we could talk about that we just was hanging, but we weren't drinking.
Yeah, and that was rough.
It was
for
strange.
me.
Yeah.
It was. We went to a hip hop, R&B
poetry.
No, concert.
Oh,
we went to K-Camp's concert.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I love K-Camp, and his new concert was like a vibe session.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, I want a vibe with some liquor.
Yeah.
It's so
sober vibe.
Yeah, but it was still a good vibe. Like, I enjoyed that concert. It was almost like he took us to church in a way, because of how he it was almost like he was led. Like it was like he chose his music based on what felt right type stuff. It was different.
Yeah,
it was different.
It felt organic.
Yeah, it wasn't like, all right, what y'all want to hear? It was just like, he would keep singing. It was just a good time. So I'm glad that I experienced that sober. However, I would have liked.
Yeah.
And then we also saw drunk people while we were sober, and experienced drunk people while we were sober, and that wasn't really fun. Like bumping into us, almost like falling around us.
Yeah, no, them one girls almost got to fighting.
Cause what? Like, what? No. Oh, they did.
Yeah, they almost got to fight
in front of her face. Literally, one pushed her or something, held her hair or something. We was like, ooh.
Not my
gotta
hair.
go.
Oh, girl hair.
Yeah. Got to go. So that was strange. We did go to a poetry night. Poetry night was good.
Yeah, it was.
One
thing I can say is that I enjoy these things, and I also don't mind like taking a sip. I don't mind
taking a sip.
Okay? I don't like to drink as much as Ariel likes to drink.
Okay, but you have your other.
No, yeah. But also, I feel like just stuff just don't be hitting the same.
Yeah.
As I'm getting older, drinking for me it be taking me out, y'all. Okay.
Yeah, but we also had this thing where we be saying like, we salute those who can raw dog life. Meaning you can go sober every single day and just love life for what it is. Sometimes life just. I would like a drink. Not that I need one. I would like a drink today and tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I can. And so that was another lesson, that I wasn't dependent on liquor. I was in a way, but it wasn't like an alcoholism way. I just enjoy liquor. Like, I was able to go to 40 days. Now, I was mad.
You was mad the whole time?
Not the whole time. It was just days like, I really want a pina colada because I can. Like, cooking for me, I cook with wine or liquor. I make my drink and then I chef it up, and I chef it up so good. I have a vibe. Yeah. It's just the music. My mom said one day, probably like last year or something, 2 years ago, she was like, "You the only one I know who be drinking and cooking." No, I'm not.
Yeah, food be delicious.
But I be throwing down. So I did miss that because I was cooking sober. Tomato. But it was it helped me realize I wasn't dependent on it as much as I thought I was, or as much as people assumed that I was.
So. Okay. I also because I was not doing social media, I kind of cheated a little, only because I had to work. I was posting for a real estate company, so I couldn't just cold turkey social media. But I also learned that I spent less time on my phone. Because I just wasn't scrolling and, just trying to, it really just be out of boredom, y'all. Like, I just be on social media out of boredom, just scrolling.
Sometimes it's boredom. Sometimes it's also like, if I don't want to watch TV.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just like, take me away and take me into your world.
Yeah,
I want to see what y'all
doing.
Nice
little TV.
Yeah. So, I think, but I don't think we got as consumed with it this time around. And she got her little alarms on her social media,
Mhm.
telling her when she on there too long, she be declining sometimes,
Yeah,
telling it to
sometimes.
mind his business.
Yeah, sure. It says, all right, time's up. And right in the
I'm not done.
right in the middle of a video. I'm like, that was rude. Ignore for 15 minutes or ignore for the rest of the day. Sometimes it just depends. I try to stick to it though. I give myself about an hour on social media. For the most part, I say 75% of the time, I stick to it. That's fair.
Yes.
75% of the time. But if I'm not doing anything, child, ignore for the rest of the day.
Because mind your business.
Mind your business. Especially when you're scrolling on TikTok and they be like, you've been scrolling, girl, skirt. Like, mind your, you've been scrolling, yes.
I don't care,
skirt.
I don't care.
I'm scrolling on you.
Scrolling on you.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Well, we do have our notes. So, if y'all see us looking down,
I've been saying mine.
And that's fine. I don't remember mine.
Okay. I'm gonna look at mine too because I don't remember all of them.
Okay. So one thing I learned was during this process or during this fast that I processed everything, every little detail about if something happened, if something triggered me. Okay, well, why did it trigger me? What emotions am I feeling? Like I literally had to process everything instead of if something happened, I shut down. You like I'm trying to figure out what happens. You gonna get cussed out or something like that, or it's very an emotional and anger, rage fest, and then and I go to sleep or I ignore it. Like so, this time I had to process it so I can go to sleep in peace. That was the one thing I learned about myself, and processing obviously helped. Yeah, because
I hate that, man.
Yeah,
and I really do. You have to though, otherwise your feelings are either if they don't go away, so they're either sitting dormant.
Yeah.
Or you just like push them to the side. They gonna come back,
and they gonna feel the exact same way it felt. That like if it was 10 years ago, that same feeling you had 10 years ago, it's gonna feel the same if you ain't unpacked nothing. It's gonna feel the same whether you walk past somebody who made you or reminded you of somebody you just saw, or it's triggering is what's his word? It don't care, like it don't take no names. What's like what do you know what I'm trying to say? How they be like, okay, them Shingles commercials, they be like, it doesn't care. Shingles doesn't care. That's what, like, you ain't never seen it. This is a dear thing.
You are not alone.
Obviously, I am in this.
Somebody watching this video might know what you're talking about, but baby, it ain't me.
But basically, it just like, it don't care who you are. Being triggered, you can be triggered by any little thing. Literally by a smell, by a feeling, by seeing somebody who looks familiar. If you don't handle any of that at that moment, baby, you screwed.
Not screwed.
You are, because they say like it's like a scab. If you keep picking at your scab, the wound, it happens all over again and it never heals. So it's just like I'm in a space where I can't do no more scabs.
No more scabs.
Let's heal this and move on, please.
In addition to that, even if you don't necessarily feel the same, because I'm dealing with it now, you might be angry and don't even know why you angry because you never dealt with that anger. Yeah. I'm cold, y'all, so my hands are gonna stay right here. But look, but you might be dealing with anger and just be mad for no reason. Yeah. Well, it's a reason, but you just didn't deal with it the first time. So I would just say
or you can't put a name to it.
Yeah, don't know why you mad, so you just gotta process it. So you might as well process it in the moment.
Or don't know why you mad, but don't know which emotion you're feeling. That's what I'm saying.
Or you might be feeling hella emotions at the same time and can't even. You just tired.
Yeah, because
angry, sad, mad, tired.
Sick and tired of being tired. That is one big emotion. So when it comes down to another lesson outside of that, what have you learned?
Coming back to the drinking thing, I went on 2 dates, so yeah. It was sober days because I wasn't drinking. And hey, that'll show you some things when you're sober, because there is no fluff. There is no. I think I liked him. I was present in every moment. Both of the dates were actually cool as hell. Like they were actually cool. One we met at Starbucks, and started with the tea. This is a grown date.
Started with the tea.
Had some tea. This was our first time meeting. And we just sat and talked. And then we went to Put Shack. check. And that was fun, you know, nice little competition. I don't think he really liked losing because I beat him real bad, but it was fun.
Who does?
And then at the end of the day, I think we both was like, yep,
Nope.
no.
Okay.
And it's cool.
I love a mutual yep, no.
Yep, no.
I love a mutual.
The next one was really good. We actually he didn't waste no time. Let me tell you about these men. They didn't waste no time. They met me and said, let's just get to it. Let's just get to know each other. There was no lag. Let's just get to it. And
but that's how it's supposed to be.
I'm not
in a
mad.
way.
Yeah, I'm not mad at. We talked on the phone, like 3 days, and then he's like, "All right, let's go out." Okay. We went out to dinner. That was one of the times that I went out to dinner. I ain't paid for it though, and it was nice. Mm-hmm. But when you talk to somebody on the phone versus when y'all in person, you know, that's good. It's good to talk to people on the phone and then in person to see like, it's not the same energy. It's not the same energy. But he taught me or made me realize that I wasn't ready to commit to nobody. I was not ready to cater to nobody because he was really ready. He's ready to get married, right? And I'm thinking, me too. Like I can be serious.
I can be serious.
I can be serious. I'm ready to be in like a committed relationship. No, I am not. And it's not that I am incapable. It's that I don't have a desire to cater to nobody right now because I haven't been catering to myself enough.
That's good. And so that equals like not having the capacity right now.
Yeah, I just do not. I just do not. I want to just focus on me. For real, I really just don't have the capacity. I want to focus on me. I want to focus on, and also when I am in kind of like this unstable place of my career and I don't feel settled in my own self.
Yeah.
I don't want to be settled in somebody else.
Yeah, because that creates imbalance for me.
Yeah, or like the codependency. Yeah, I don't want to be codependent. No, sir.
Yeah.
So it was really good. I'm glad I went sober. And both of them allowed me to be sober. There was no pressure. There was no, oh, come on. I think I also appreciated that both of them believed in God. Had their own walk, had their own relationship, but it was helpful for them to understand why I was doing what I was doing and not think it was weird. Even though I wouldn't have cared if they thought it was weird or not. No. It's showing self-discipline, so whatever. So that, yeah, you go because now I gotta look at my book.
Now you gotta look.
Yeah.
Another one for me, something that I've learned in this 40-day fast is, and I feel like all of these were tough.
No, for real. Not going out to eat was the toughest for me.
No, I'm just saying all of the lessons that I had to learn. You talking about going out that? We're past that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
No, but this lesson was unlearning roles and expectations for my family and friends. That's what I've learned in that 40 days. And so like and we talked about this in I feel like on multiple videos, but when it comes down to me, if I'm calling you my friend, I'm expecting you to be friendly. I'm expecting you to be a friend.
Like have qualities of a good friend.
Yes. If I'm calling you, what's a good example? So if I call you my brother, right? I'm expecting like, especially if you like older, I'm expecting you to like protect me, be a protector, like be just somebody who gon' like, I don't know, treat me with just kind, care, respect, love, like all those things that you would treat your baby sister with. I had to unlearn that because people go through their own stuff, their own mess, and it affects them. It affects how they treat other people. So that was a big one for me. So whether it's for you, like remothering yourself and things like that, like learning those lessons are hard because for a lot of us, even with family, like we keep making excuses like, but that's your family. This is family. Like we supposed to, no, we're not.
We don't have to.
We are not. We don't have to. It's just like, and I think that's where a lot of trauma comes from because you think that you have to. some stuff you don't have to take, you don't have to deal with, and you can set boundaries, and you can also remove yourself. And so I'm still learning the remove yourself part / setting boundaries / like I'm still, because I love cutting people off. Like after I give you multiple chances, I think I'm pretty good with cutting people off, but I also give too many chances.
I was about to say,
when it comes to relationships specifically, like dating, I do. Like family stuff is almost like, because you were born in my family, if you don't, like, that's the roles and expectations thing I had to unlearn. Like, you're supposed to act this way, but you're not. You're not. So learning that, I learned that.
That's good.
That was a tough.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's for the birds, really. But
okay, one thing that I already knew, but it just was I don't want to say highlighted, but just I was reminded of during the fast, is that when you decide to do something and you decide to dedicate or give God more time, the enemy will say, "Oh, okay,
that part.
It's party time."
That part.
Boom, 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 boom,
that
boom.
part. It's like, oh, she getting too close. Yeah, she getting too close to where she's supposed to be. I can't have that.
It's sickening.
I
got chill bumps right now.
Yeah.
Because
I forgot
he
about
came through
swinging
with a mollywop.
As a
2-piece.
Might have been 6-piece. It might have been a family value pack.
Okay. With the mashed potatoes on the side.
Yeah, the 2 sides. Okay. Gotta have 2 sides.
Rice and beans. Because
Swear.
I was fine.
Swear.
I was swear to the Lord that I was fine. I swear to God. Swear to God. I was fine before I started that fast. And after the fast, oh my God. I almost feel disrespected.
For sure.
So I just want to let y'all know that if you decide to do this, and it may not happen to you, but I'm just saying that when you try to do better, you try to discipline yourself, you will be tempted. You will.
When you make the decision to do better.
Yeah. When you actually start acting on it.
Yeah, not try.
You're
doing it. That's what it. Because the devil will look at you and be like, "Oh, there she go doing the New Year's resolution again. Ain't nobody worried about that. She gonna be out the gym in 2 weeks." No, we actually did this thing.
Yeah.
And then when he saw that we was committed, he said,
I'm sick about it. I'm sick about it. and I feel like I'm fighting for my life right now. Honestly, it might be like the winter blues too. We talked about this before, like seasonal depression, and just because the sun ain't been out. Mm-hmm. You know, simple stuff like that. We don't respect the sun enough. And I say this now, I don't know if it's just true or not, but the summertime, I'm gonna be outside every day.
Yeah, no, it's not true.
Yeah, it's not true.
Cynthia is not outside.
It's hot as hell. I do be outside.
You be outside, but you don't be outside. You don't want to be outside. Not for real.
I do.
You're like a faker.
I'm not. But I can't do this. I can't do this cold. I've been taking my vitamin D because, you know, especially for the people, we need to take our vitamin D. It also helps with like our mood in the wintertime when we don't get sun. We need sun. Matter of fact, that's why we might be magical, because of sun. We need to go back down south or somewhere, back to Africa or something.
You got the spiral. You got the next break.
Okay, let's take a commercial break. No, but for real, yeah, the devil been working.
This is a side note. I want to go back to it before we move on. But as far as roles and expectations, me and her talked about this a little bit. Well, we talked about it. But I also put her in a role of a motherly role, and I didn't realize I did that, because I realized why I forgave her easier than most people. It was because it was like because I don't look at her as my big sister. I don't know what, because we so close in age. It's just like, then when it came to college, it needed help with homework.
Yeah, but stuff like that. I mean, also like
she came before me.
In that case, I was about to say, in that case,
help me out.
That,
okay.
Yeah.
But when it came down to just like our relationship, I realized in this fast, because I was like, why is this such the processing thing? Like, we got into it, like we do all the time. But we got into it, and this time it was not shaking. Like, I couldn't shake it. I was trying to figure out, why am I so pissed off? And then I said, because if you forgive her, that means you have to forgive them. You have to forgive them. You have to forgive them because you put her in the same pedestal that you put everybody else on. I was just like, I ain't forgiving nobody then. Bump it. It's too heavy.
Everybody could go.
It's too heavy. It's too heavy. So I had to tell her about that. So that was interesting, I guess, to say the least.
It was interesting because I'm like, girl, who is you talking to? You knew we grew up together, right?
You knew we grew up, but it was a subconscious thing, and you know, it may be somebody that, for the viewers, it may be somebody that you put on a pedestal and didn't realize you put on a pedestal until moments like this. Like, it was almost like a light shined or a light bulb went off. Like, dang, I sure did. Like, okay, that makes so much sense. So it's just like, it's important to take inventory of every piece of your life if you care to do better.
Yeah, and some stuff will come up when it comes up.
Yeah.
You can't even force it. It will unfold when it unfolds.
Yeah.
So my question to you is, how do you move forward?
With what?
Just your expectations. Let's just talk about me. Like, your expectations of me.
I'm learning. I don't have any expectations for anybody anymore.
That's good.
I'm learning that.
It's good. Is it good and bad?
It's a terrible thing for me.
I function like that all the time.
And that's what makes her admirable.
No, it's not admirable.
Admirable. It's because I'm so emotionally led when it comes to relationships and stuff. And she'd be like, and I'd be like, I really wish. And then I said, the day that I become like that, y'all in trouble. Not me. Y'all in trouble.
It's not great because I also have a big guard up. So I'm on one end of the spectrum. She on the other end.
Okay.
So we gonna have to find some help to meet in the middle.
But I am learning about the expectations thing. Like with dating. Oh, we talked about this too. Like, with whomever I'm dating or whatever situation I have, it can either go good or it can go bad. That's really where I'm at. Like, it could be worth it to get in a relationship with them, or it could be the worst idea. I don't know. It is what it is. I'm gonna just keep living life but right now, like we talked about, like, I gotta get my money up for my sake, for me to feel okay, and for me to feel at peace. I gotta be in my own space for me to feel okay, for me to feel at peace, and then we'll talk about relationship stuff. But like, I think it just took too much out of me to hold. I had people in a grasp, and when they effed up, it was just like,
how dare you? You
got me effed up. And it was like, on some, I'm about to end the world with a call me Thanos. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna do all this. But it was too heavy. Like, and Sarah Jakes said, shift the weight. And I was like, ugh, fine, have it. I said, because it's too much. I don't want it no way.
Ooh, go ahead.
No, I'm done. But yeah, it's just, that's what I'm learning, to not have expectations for people. Because we always talked about, like, I'm not done. We always talked about, well, this is my friend. This is how she talked. This is my friend, but I'm expecting them to mess up. What? You're not my friend. What am I expecting you to mess up for? Be perfect or else. Like, that's how I felt. Be perfect or else. I mean, I'm not a terrible friend, but I got into it with some of my friends, and Cynthia was like, they still in your wedding? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever, it is what it is. At this point, I'm going to the courthouse, and nobody finna be in there. Okay? But yeah, so as far as expectations, I had to finish that part because I felt like that was a good lesson. It was heavy.
Well, one thing I also learned during this fast is that I don't trust God. I don't trust him to handle me. I don't trust him with my future. I don't trust him with my plans. I don't trust him with my emotions, because I will not allow myself to unravel. I have my moments, but to completely unravel, nope, I'm not doing that.
Nope. When's the last time you've unraveled completely? I have an idea, but
unravel completely, like just let go.
Yeah.
Just didn't give a damn.
Yeah.
I don't know. So you're gonna have to remind me.
Well, when you got baptized, and that was a long time ago.
Yeah, it was. That, Oh, I
She
can
was-
tell y'all about
She
my,
was, her attitude was stank,
because
y'all.
I was just so resistant.
And I was like, yo,
Okay.
we finna get baptized.
Hey,
You tripping.
now-
She stank, y'all. I'm talking like, I was like,
Now
oh.
I gotta tell y'all. I have to tell y'all. And maybe we could. No, I'm gonna have to tell y'all now. So me and Arie, this was 2018, I believe it was.
Let's do that.
Let's just say
Graduate. I think it was
2018.
graduate. Yeah.
And me and Arie have been quote unquote Christian all of our lives. I say quote unquote because that to me, I just
The religion aspect.
I
of
just
it.
can't get caught up
We
in
grew
it.
up in the church all our lives.
All our lives. So we've been quote unquote saved our whole lives. And getting baptized to me was never like, oh, we need to get baptized. I was just like, oh, okay, it's something like the church offered it. So I was like, we should just do it.
She did.
Yeah, it was me. And I said, we should just do it. Like, not thinking too deep into it because I'm just thinking you just get dipped in water.
I love this.
Hey, everybody.
I'm renewed.
Yeah, I'm renewed because at that point we had just got out of college. We were shifting some things. We were kind of just growing into our own as women. We had moved to Atlanta. At that point we had our own apartment. So we just was like, this is a good time for a restart, a renew, a refresh.
Moved to Atlanta and stayed in Atlanta.
Yeah. So they asked us, so we signed up to get baptized. They asked us for pictures, so that they could put it on a slideshow and stuff like that. I'm like, girl, Ariel asked me at least 5 times for a picture. I'm like, no, I'm not sending them a picture because, like,
I don't need to post me.
Yeah, exactly.
On y'all church
I didn't
TV.
need all of that, and I really wasn't doing it maliciously. But I'm like, I'm not doing it for everybody else. I'm doing it for me, right?
Mind you, this was a mega church.
Yeah.
This was a Dream Center
yeah.
in Atlanta. So William Murphy's
Yeah.
church. I was about to say the R&B singer, the gospel singer.
Yes.
So it was a pretty big church to be posting our pictures.
Yeah,
we
so
was like,
I just wasn't impressed about it.
Yeah.
That was my position. I'm gonna stand on that. I just didn't want everybody in my face.
and that's fair, but it was just her tone.
Yeah, okay. So the day of, we get there, and I'm okay. Now I'm a little nervous because I'm not really
Quiet.
Yeah, I'm quiet at this point because we all come into a room, sitting around just waiting. They call our names and stuff like that. So they're now getting us in order. And because I didn't give a picture, I'm in the back of the line. Like, me and Ariel not even sitting next to each other because I didn't put my picture up there. So obviously they just couldn't. I guess they just decided they're going to have all the pictures and the no picture people.
That's too funny. I could have sworn I gave them a picture of you, but
no. And if you did, it was too late. So now I'm starting to face like some internal battle. And I don't know what's happening. I'm like, I noticed the shit. I'm like, all these people. Like, I don't want to mess up my mic. Crossing my arms, like, And so I had on like my 1913 shirt, if you know, you know. And somebody was like, hey, Soror. And I was like, hi. Like, I'm just done for. Like, I have nothing else to say to nobody. But as I'm walking, I am literally unraveling. Every step I take, I'm about to cry. And I don't even know why. Like, I feel it now. Like, I was about to cry and I just did not know why. I didn't understand like the magnitude of what I was about to do. So we walking up the stairs and I was about to start crying. Like,
I'm talking about ugly cry.
Yeah,
this was one of them. I'm looking at her like,
what is wrong with you? I was about to unravel. I'm talking about unravel. I was undone.
Yeah, literally.
Unwell and undone.
Yes.
As we walking up the stairs, I'm like, now I'm doing everything I can to hold it together. I'm not talking to nobody because if one person says something to me, I'm just gonna start bawling. So we get up and it's finally my turn. And as soon as I get in the water, I am done. I cried. Like, one of our friends was there and he recorded a video of us. And I put my head in my shirt. And I'm standing in the water and I was ugly crying. I put my head in my shirt because I just knew I couldn't let nobody see me, but I was so undone. Like, I'm cold or shaking, I don't know, but
that's the early spirit. But you know what though?
Call it what you need.
Call it what you need. But no, I kept looking at you like, I don't know what's going on with her, but I'm gonna let her have it. Because it was one of them like, what's wrong with you? Okay.
Because I was about to cry at any moment. I just could not. I didn't want to talk about it. I didn't know what was wrong.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got in the water and cried for like 2-3 minutes. And at first she thought it was his wife who was like on the mic, just praying for us as we going through. And then it was my turn, and she had said something to the extent of, "Oh, Cynthia," like she was playing like, "Oh, Cynthia," she said she ain't gonna put no picture up there.
She did say that.
And then I just bawled. Like, ooh, not like that, but it was just like, "Oh, okay, I see what's happening. I see what's happening." So they have to send up an extra prayer.
Okay. So now 3 to 4.
But I was undone for the rest of the day. For real.
Yeah, I don't even know if we went out to eat.
Yeah, I think I did. I cried for like 2 minutes straight, and I really had to make myself stop crying because I knew people were behind me, and I just had to stop. But I just was done. So yeah, I would say that's the last time that I allowed myself to just. Matter of fact, I didn't allow anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
I probably need to get baptized again.
Okay, yeah, you were not.
Yeah, I need that. So back to
emotions.
Yeah. But I just
control, trust.
Yeah, I learned that I just I don't want to depend on God. I don't want to wait on Him. I don't want to, like I'm resistant to it. And that's the most honest that I can be. Not to say, Lord, that I'm not going to try and that I'm not going to try to shift my perspective about it, try to dig deep. With people, I think I try to equate like who God is to people. It's not fair, and I know I can't do that, but people disappointed me, so why trust in you? Like why put my hope in you?
Because you allow these people to disappoint you.
Yeah, like, and also I did everything that I was supposed to do my whole life, for the most part. Of course, I'm human. I was doing stupid stuff, but I did everything I was supposed to do. I did everything people told me to do. I went to college. I graduated. I did all of this stuff, and now I'm in a space where nothing makes sense. I feel like I'm in the boat, stranded out in the middle of the ocean. I'm in a boat, though.
Yeah, I don't know. My boat got a little hole in it.
Yeah, I'm in a boat. I'm tired, though. I've been out there for a long time.
Yeah, the shark swimming.
You're stupid. So, yeah.
I do myself.
Yeah, my therapist said I need to be honest with God about that and just she said, "You angry. You say you angry." I'm like, I don't want to. So she said I need to write him a letter, tell him all about it. So I'm gonna do that. She said talk to him, but she said it might be helpful if I just write a letter and burn it or rip it up. So I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, keep a copy.
Yeah, I'm not
but burn another one.
No, I ain't gonna burn nothing. I'm gonna write it in my journal about where I am.
I think for me, I wouldn't want to burn it because I always want to remember where I am.
Absolutely.
I always want to remember.
I don't want to burn it. So that I can come back to it and be like, dang, I came a long way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, but that's the part that had me struggling because of you said you don't trust God, you don't want to depend on Him, but you do it you write the letter, know how far you've come, but then it's like I'm doing all this, going through all this just to give you the glory. It's like that's a little selfish, brother.
And also
give me a little bit more, brother.
Also, faith is not concrete. Faith is the evidence. Don't let me say it wrong, but I'm gonna have to look it up. But basically, it's the belief in things not seen. Like you don't see God. I mean, you can see God in things, but you just don't go to a church and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go see God today." Like, no, it's a relationship thing. It's
So I'm gonna piggyback off that, and I'm gonna say another lesson I learned was. Not only does your faith have to be, and I quoted this though, if you quote this, that's me. Not only does your faith have to be the size of a mustard seed, but so do you. Because the smaller you are, it allows God to fill you up and take control.
That's humility.
It's a lot. It's humility, it's vulnerability.
Yeah.
Like being honest with where you are. Because you could be like, no, you. Yeah. Like let's keep it
clear.
Cute.
Yeah, let's be clear.
Keep it cute.
Because really, I mean, we can't do nothing on our own. We can do stuff. We just ain't gonna get too far.
Yeah, I mean, because even if it is free will, I feel like God laughs at our plans. So it's almost like we have free will, but then if He laughs at our plans and just do whatever He wants anyway, is that free will?
It's free will because we got a choice. You have a choice.
I mean, to do right and do wrong, but the do rights. You can go on a million paths of the do rights and it's still gonna bring you right back over here. So that's what I'm saying. If you have free will, if you're gonna take me where you want to anyway. I
really don't know how to answer that.
Yeah, I'm just throwing it out there. in the wind.
I have no comment. I guess we gonna live and see.
For real, I'm telling you. What else did you learn? You got like a lengthy list?
No, that was it. We talked about it, and I think the last one was my big thing.
Well, yeah. Okay, so another thing I learned is inviting more gratitude in my life, because I was always, Lord, I need this, Lord, I want this, and it was some days where I didn't want to be thankful. What am I thankful for? That's how I felt. So I just had to say, just thank you. I had to like say it until I believed it, type of thing. And so it was just some days I just had to say, nope, don't tell him what you want and need. Like, say just thank you and move on. Even if it was a thank you in advance for how you about to take me out of the situation. I think it was important for me to say it even if I didn't feel it, because I didn't feel grateful. I was in a horrible space, and I still feel like I can, or that space can still seep into this space right now because of, like you said, the winter blues and stuff like that. But I'm trying to thug it out to see what the point of it all is.
Yeah.
Another one is my isolations are necessary.
I have to agree.
Yeah, like you know how, because I do this all the time. At nighttime, I go to the bathroom all the time, and it's dark in the house. So when you go to the bathroom, you turn the light on, and then you gotta readjust your eyes to the dark, right? By the time you get back to your room, you over here, okay? Feeling your way around to get to your room. But my isolations, for me, is like your eyes adjusting in the dark until you see the window, a glimpse of the moon shining in. Like, until you get adjusted, that means hope. I can see hope when I spend time alone. Like, that helps me. It also, and I'm okay with it because I speak to myself kindly. That matters. How you speak to yourself. You the only person you talking to in that isolation space. So I speak to myself kindly because I already know, like, I can't be experiencing life and experiencing negativity in here as well from me. I can't do that. So it was just like, hey, we're gonna have to sit and just be until, like, but I found that to be necessary instead of, like, because people look at isolation as a negative thing, but it's how you handle your isolation.
Yeah, and you have to know.
Yeah,
because
literally.
I can be negative.
Yeah.
So isolation is also good for me, but not for a super long time, because otherwise I'll be talking to myself with attitude.
Yeah, and that ain't gonna help.
It ain't great for me. I'm working on my negative self-talk and just ruminating on stuff. But also, yeah. So yeah, it's good for me too. Like, sometimes you just gotta
sit in it.
Shut up. Sometimes you just gotta shut up and don't talk. Be quiet.
And just sit.
If you ain't got nothing nice to say, even to yourself, just be quiet.
Yeah. But the 40 days, would you do it again?
I would do it again.
Everything, what we did.
Yeah. And actually, I would probably, for real, if I could, not do social media at all.
Okay.
Like, not at all. I would delete it from my phone.
Yeah, I would probably mess around and, like, schedule posts for business and then get a
Yeah, that's what I should have did. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I should have done that as well.
So I would do that again. It's funny because I can go a long time without doing certain things, but when I tell myself I can't do it,
it's the camp.
It's so hard.
Like, what you mean I can't? Yes,
like, mind you, let's just say, like, I wouldn't drink for 30 days straight. You know, if I just wasn't drinking, I don't feel like it. No. But as soon as I say no, I'm like, it's so hard.
Yeah, it's a challenge, but it was worth it for me.
Yeah, I would say it was worth it.
I would consider doing it like maybe twice a year type of thing. 3 times is crazy good.
Yeah, and maybe add in some new things. I was more productive, you know, just finding other things to do, and literally finding other things to do. I was painting skates, and painting, and I don't know, organizing stuff, and coming up. I was just making goals just for the sake of making them, just to make sure I still had it in.
Yeah, nah, it was needed for the end of the year to start
Like a reset.
this. To
Yeah.
start this year. I think it was important. So,
and also a time to reflect on the things, because if you're in certain spaces, like 2024 could have looked just hella hard to you or to anybody. And then when you sit down and be like, well, I did do this year, I did experience this, I did do that, I did go there, I was like, oh, okay, it wasn't that bad.
but for me, knowing I did all that and I'm still here is like, you got me messed up.
But
I did all that and I'm
me,
still here.
For me, it was like, you tried.
That
didn't work.
Tried.
That didn't work. Let's try something else. Okay, so just going into next year, or just even with the next couple of weeks, like, let's try something different. Let's try something else. Okay, you tried it. I think one thing I also learned is that I felt like, going back to my career thing, I felt like I would just keep trying all this stuff and just wandering with no direction. But the point is, I'm trying things and I learned I didn't like them. Yeah. And that's okay. So
we can literally say, we did this.
Yeah.
We don't like it, so we not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to do that. No, we tried it.
Yeah. If I had both feet in, because I be trying stuff with one foot out, one foot in. I tried it with both feet in.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. It didn't work for me. It wasn't my jam. And I'm okay with that. And also just, okay, that's our next video. So I'm about to go in on what I learned in 2024, but we can do that next video.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, it's been real.
Yes.
It's been fun. Thank y'all for listening. Stay tuned for the next video of what we learned in 2024. We a little behind, but mind your business.
There is no such thing. It's still January.
Okay. All right, y'all. Be blessed. Bye.
Peace.